In this learning objective, we're going to go back to talking about rational functions rather than just kind of expressions floating out in the middle of nowhere. All right, and here we're going to talk about vertical asymptotes. All right, so we saw earlier in the unit that you cannot divide by 0, right? Every single time you divide by 0, you can't plug in that value because division by 0 doesn't make sense. But what happens when you do try to divide by 0? All right, so the following is the graph of 1 divided by x plus 5 times x minus 1. And what do you notice between this expression and the graph given below? All right, so now you might be able to pause the video for a second and kind of figure out what do you see is the connection. And the connection that I hope you see is that if we think about what we did earlier in the unit, what are the bad values for this rational? The bad values are if x minus 1 equals 0, and that means x is 1, or if x plus 5 equals 0, and that means x equals negative 5. So those are the bad values for this rational. And you can see those are these vertical lines here. And you see my graph acts really weirdly around these vertical lines. On the left-hand one, x equals 5, kind of just goes down and goes up, right? Just kind of keeps going up that direction. And I never actually crossed this x equals negative 5 line. And I never crossed that x equals 1 line, right? My graph kind of does these weird things of having these spikes that go up and down. All right, and these are called asymptotes. All right, they're these lines that my graph gets close to, but never actually touches. And you get these kind of weird spikes that happen at these values. All right, another thing you can see is the relationship between these asymptotes happen when the bottom of my fraction would be 0. All right, so that's kind of the two things is what is an asymptote? It's these lines that my graph doesn't touch. And then when do they happen? They happen when the bottom of my rational is 0. And so here's another one for you to think about. All right, this is the graph of x plus 1 over x plus 1 times x minus 3. All right, so look at that function and look at its graph and kind of see if you can find some connection. All right, and here's the connection. Again, we're thinking about dividing by 0, so this would be if x plus 1 equals 0, that's at x equals negative 1, or x minus 3 equals 0, that's at x equals 3. So in terms of the last slide, if x equals 3, that means we should have a vertical asymptote at 3, and we do. That's that red line right here. All right, so I had this vertical asymptote, this vertical line my graph doesn't touch. It also seems like I should have a vertical asymptote at negative 1, but you can see I don't have that. I don't have this big vertical line here. Instead, I just have this circle right there. All right, so what's the difference? The difference is for x plus 1, I could cancel out that x plus 1 on the top and the bottom. All right, so when you cancel out the bad value, it's not going to give you a vertical asymptote. And instead, it's going to give you this weird kind of open circle thing. We're not going to talk about that too much, but that's what happens. But when you can't cancel out, or there's no x minus 3 to cancel on the top, that does give you a vertical asymptote. All right, so in summary, here's the strategy for finding a vertical asymptote. The first thing you want to do is simplify your rational expression, because if something cancels out, it's not going to give you a vertical asymptote. That's what we saw in the last slide. All right, everything that doesn't cancel out, then you want to set the denominator equal to 0, because now when anything on the bottom is equal to 0, that's going to give you your asymptote. All right, so you simplify your rational first, then set the bottom equal to 0, and again, just the bottom, not the top, and then you solve the equation. All right, so let's look at this example. I want to find all of the asymptotes, the vertical asymptotes of this. So our first step is to simplify. If we can cancel stuff out, we want to cancel it out. So you see there's an x minus 3 down here and an x minus 3 up there. So I cancel those out. Those are not going to affect the vertical asymptotes at all. All right, and now that I simplified it, nothing else cancels out. Now I take the bottom of my fraction and set it equal to 0. And now I have to solve this equation. All right, it's broken up into parts equal to 0, so I can break it up into two separate equations. This one I add 2, this one I subtract 5. All right, so my vertical asymptotes are x equals 2 and x equals negative 5. All right, so all these problems are going to be the same. They're asking you to find vertical asymptotes. You try to simplify your fraction first. So if I try to simplify this one, I can factor the bottom by pulling out a 5. But nothing cancels out, so now I don't have to simplify it. Well, I tried to simplify it and I can't. All right, but now I take the bottom of my fraction, set it equal to 0, divide by 5, add 2, and I get 2 is the vertical asymptote of this expression. All right, and one more, finally asymptotes of this one. All right, this one's going to require a little bit more work because we have a quadratic on the bottom. So our first thing we're going to do, we want to simplify. And we've seen before, if we want to simplify, we want to factor everything down into its smallest pieces. X plus 4 is already factored. And on the bottom, we have a quadratic. Things that multiply to 4 and add to 5 are 4 and 1. And then we can see things cancel out. We cancel out the x plus 4s. And now that I simplified my rational as much as possible, now I take the denominator and set it equal to 0, and I get -1. All right, so -1 is going to be my vertical asymptote. So when I were to go to look at the graph of this function, at -1, I'd have that vertical line, and then my graph would do those weird spike things around it. All right, so that is what a vertical asymptote is and how to find it. Simplify your rational as much as possible first. I already learned to do that in a prior learning objective. After you simplify it, set the bottom equal to 0 and solve. All right, so here's one for you to try on your own. All right, find the asymptotes of this rational function. And this one ended up being just like the last example. We factored the bottom because it's quadratic. All right, and we get 3 and -1 as our pair of numbers. The common factor of x minus 1 cancels on the top and bottom, so we just have the x plus 3 left, which gives us our vertical asymptote at x equals -3. All right, so to pass this learning objective, you're going to do a skill check. You need to find the vertical asymptotes for 3 different problems. All right, and kind of each problem will be similar to one that we did in the video. So one that's already factored, like our very first example, one that you you can't factor in the bottom is just equal to 0, and the third one where you have to factor the quadratic and then cancel out before that. All right, so just like the videos or the examples in this problem, there's the practice sheet there to help you practice doing this. All right, but they're kind of all similar to the stuff that was covered in this video.